Hard mode is awesome. Please don't go complain to Last Day on Earth about how hard mode is. It's hard mode. Last Day on Earth was getting boring because there was no challenge anymore. We were just stacking up hundreds of guns with nothing to use them on. If you want to keep doing that, then don't do hard mode. You can get all of the new weapons without doing hard mode. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my video on the fastest way to get the grenade launcher. If you think it's too hard, then just don't do it. But if you want the challenge, if you want to try to use only 2 guns to do something that normally requires more than 20, then let's do hard mode. First, let's talk about how to prepare for hard mode. If you've been playing for a while, then you probably have more than enough armor saved up. This is good because if you want to use almost no guns, then you're going to need 4 sets of gear. I prefer using tactical gear. You will also need lots of food. And by lots, I mean that I would recommend you bringing 6,000 hit points worth of food. You may not need all of that, but you might. If you're running low on food, check out my video on the efficacious way to get food. Next, you need 8 machetes or katanas. As I mentioned in a previous video, machetes and katanas do more damage over their lifetime than any other melee weapon. You will also need 3 saw maces, 2 Glocks, and 1 road sign. And the last thing you will need is 11 bows. Before you activate hard mode, make sure you are completely done with easy mode. This means making sure you have all the tickets that you want and raiding all of the chests, because when you activate hard mode, everything will be reset. My favorite weapon to start with is the road sign. These roaming zombies have 16 armor, which means that damage is reduced by 50%. The road sign is a cheap weapon that you often find in the yellow and red zones. The road sign and saw mace weapons have the longest range of any other weapon in the game. This allows you to hit the zombies without getting hit in return. After that, come over here and sneak up on this guy with the saw mace, and then switch to a machete to finish him off. This is pretty much how I approach any single unit. Sneak up on them with a saw mace, and then finish them off with a machete. After that, use the door sneak trick that I taught you in this video, and clear out these 2 rooms in a similar way. Then you can kill this fast biter with a bow. Now we are ready to take on pairs. Sneak attack this guy and then run around these rooms until you get some distance from them. When you are on opposite sides of the wall, try to aggro one of them to attack you through the wall. This will cause them to split up. By fighting them individually, you save 33% of your food and armor. Floater bloaters and toxic abominations have 20 armor, so it takes a little while to kill them. After you kill one, the most efficient way is to use the elevator trick to reset the other one. This will allow you to get another sneak attack in, which will save you some more resources. You can't use the elevator trick as much in hard mode as you could in easy mode, but you can still use it as long as you are resetting enemies that are still at full health. Okay, now we're ready to take on a frenzy giant. If you sneak through using this path, you can one-shot this fast spider and then do the same to this one. Use the elevator trick to reset the giant, and then get a sneak attack on him with your saw mace. Frenzy giants are still slow enough that they can be kited with a bow, but they are too fast to get maximum damage. Getting a half damage shot off with your bow still uses the same amount of durability, so I've come up with a way to get full damage. Lead the frenzy giant over to this room, and then run over to this spot in the hallway. As soon as the frenzy giant crosses this line in between these 2 dryers, start drawing your bow. As soon as he enters the doorway, release. This should get you close to maximum damage. Frenzy giants have 10 armor, so 10 to 11 damage is a good hit. You can then do this again on this doorway when the giant gets about here at this desk. When the frenzy giant's health gets close to 150, make sure you have a Glock in your quick slot. Try to manipulate the damage done by the bow so that your last shot will get the giant's health below 144. Then switch to your Glock to finish him off. His speed is now increased to, I believe, 42, which is only 1 less than tactical boots. But as you run around in circles in this room, he will get hung up on certain obstacles that will make him slow down. Every time he does, get 1 or 2 shots in and then keep running. If you experience a lot of lag like I am, then only do 1 shot at a time until you become very comfortable with this tactic. If you get good at it, you should never get hit, not even once. If his health is below 48 hit points and you have the maximum distance in between you, you can finish him off before he'll hit you. but it will be very close, so I recommend waiting until his health is below 36. After that, you do this again for this Frenzy Giant. The reason I use Glocks is because Glocks and dual Berettas are kind of trash guns. Yes, they're better than melee weapons, but they do way less damage and have significantly less range than any of the rifles. So when multiplayer comes out, I personally will not be bringing any pistols into a clan war. After that, you can head down to this area and kill this turret with a bow. Then come over here and sneak attack this toxic spitter. Switch to a machete, click it on auto, and then go into your inventory. While you're here, your first priority is to keep your health high. You'll have a little bit of time, so don't freak out and feel like you have to rush it. Move some food into your quick slot and then get out of your inventory. The toxic spitters have a smaller range, so your character on auto should kill them first. As soon as the exploder's health gets below 50, he will initiate his explosion. As long as you know this is going to happen, it should be very easy to avoid. Just get the final shot that puts his health below 50 and then run away. His explosion will kill him, but it will not do friendly damage to enemies around him, so it's best to kill him last in a group. If you ran away successfully, the parasites won't even come after you. Pull out your bow and get 3 decent shots on each one. The range of a bow will make it to where you will only aggro the one you are attacking. Parasites don't have any armor, but they have 100 attack. This means that not only will one of them one-shot you if you're naked, but 3 of them could one-shot you even if you're wearing SWAT gear. Do not try to take these guys on with melee weapons. If you accidentally aggroed them, you can easily kite them with a bow. Do not open this door, I'll explain why later. Rather, come over here and sneak up on this guy, and then finish both of them off. Then use the door sneak trick here. To refresh your memories, you just walk up until this hand lights up, and then click it, and then hit the sneak button right afterwards. Use a saw mace at this angle so you can one-shot both of these guys. This will let you open up the terminal, which gives you a little bit more freedom to kill things in whatever order you want to. Use the divide and conquer tactic to kill these 2 guys, and then use it on these 2 guys. You may get hit a few times when you travel through the bloody area, but it's worth it to be able to fight them separately. This Frenzy Giant cannot be snuck up on, so just lead him over to the rooms and kill him in the way that I just taught you. You can't sneak up on this guy, so you have to kill him normally, but you can sneak up on this guy. Kill all the fast spiders and then use the elevator trick to reset the giant. This will allow you to get a sneak attack in on him, then you lead him over to the room and kill him. By not opening the door on the other side, it allows you to use the door sneak trick to get a sneak attack in on this giant. Then you can lead him over to the room. You can sneak up on this giant and then lead him over to the room. And then lastly, you can kill this giant with a road sign. That concludes the second floor. Make sure to open all of the chests because some of them have experience items in them. Well, that's it guys. Sadly, I did not have time to finish this video and make the 3rd floor tutorial. I ended up getting sick, which I think was because I stayed up so many nights in a row to do those other videos. I'm feeling better now, but I'm curious what you guys think. The 3rd floor is easier because of the glitch that I showed you guys, so do you even want me to do the 3rd floor? Or did you get enough from this video that you can kind of figure the 3rd floor out on your own? If you want me to do the 3rd floor, then like this video. If I get enough likes on this video, then I'll do it for you guys. But if I don't, then I'll just focus on other things. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.